I came in this morning to work on Bible school crafts, and today we're making a bee's nest. I'm not really sure about bees. I don't know if it's a hornet's nest I'm making or a bee's nest, but it's what I see on the internet, and it's what I think of when I think of bees. I'm not saying it's scientifically correct, but I'm saying that's what we're making. So I saw a whole bunch of them made with laundry baskets, but I was trying to figure out how to make it with what I already had. And I had a bunch of boxes just from items shipped to me, and I had all this packing paper that was in there, and I thought, surely I can make this in a round kind of shape and then wrap it with this paper. So I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but spoiler alert, it turns out great. I took two flaps that were on opposite ends of the box and folded the sides of those down like a triangle, and then I pushed the other two opposite sides of the flaps together, duct taped it down, and then I got this packing paper and I just squished it all up. I squished, and then I went around and around with a glue gun. Now, I tried to staple it in some parts because it seemed to hold better with the staple where I could and then adding the glue, but the glue would probably be perfectly fine, or staples would probably be perfectly fine. I did a little of both. Our VBS theme is magnified, so the concept is seeing all of the tiny things really big. So I'm making ginormous insects, this humongous bee hive or hornet's nest, whatever this is, big flowers, big butterflies, and it's discovering God's bigness in the smallest of things. And I'm trying to make my Bible school crafts with supplies I already have without spending a lot of money. And when I'm finished with this, I'm not going to do anything else to it. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to, but it turned out so good that I'm not. I'm probably going to put a black piece of construction paper on the front of it or one side to make a hole or look like a hole for the hive, and then I'm going to put some bees on it, but I'm not painting it or doing anything to the paper that's on top of the box. I joined this great Facebook group called VBS 2025 Magnified that has given me lots of ideas. If you're doing VBS and you do Facebook, I highly recommend the group. There's tons of ideas. Ants made from everything, including Easter eggs, water bottles, and plastic bowls. There are flowers made from cardstock and tissue paper. There are butterflies made from everything imaginable. All of the great ideas. The stems for the flowers. Some of them are using Dollar Tree broom handles. Some of them are using limbs from the yard they've painted green. Some of them are using pool noodles, but really neat stuff. And I'm trying to share with y'all what I have figured out from trial and error. But I do love working with crafts. I love doing almost anything. I've been taking all of my shipping boxes, cutting them down, and cutting a V or a bunch of V's out in the end in what I think is going to be grass-like shapes. Now, I read in this group to paint your cardboard with Mod Podge, or somebody said glue and water, which I think is basically what Mod Podge is. Y'all don't yell at me for saying that. And then paint it with your paint, and the cardboard won't absorb as much paint as it will if you don't paint it with anything first. So I'm going to take all this home and let the little ladies, I have 3-year-old twins, I'm going to let them help me paint it with the Mod Podge or glue and water, whatever we have first, and then I'm going to let them help me paint it all green. And then we're going to set it up because I think I can fold them accordion style and that my grass will stand up, or that's my plan. We'll see if it works. I also found in this Facebook group this template to make a honeycomb, and it's an octagon kind of shape, and you just print it with black ink. I printed mine on yellow cardstock. I ordered a ream of yellow cardstock from Amazon. I printed out 100 pieces of it in black ink, and then it shows you where to cut it and where to fold it. And then I stapled mine together. You could probably glue it or tape it if you wanted to, but stapling seemed like the easiest. And when I stapled mine together, I stapled it with the writing part on the outside, so that when I stapled my pieces of honeycomb together, you'd never see the writing part of the printing, because I didn't really want that on the inside of the honeycomb. Because I printed 100 of them, and because when you put them together, they're really large honeycomb pieces, I'm probably going to use these for a few different walls to decorate with. And I also found on this Facebook group some bees. I printed those, and I'm going to cut those out and tape them in just a few of the honeycomb pieces. I have a 22-year-old son and a set of 3-year-old twins, and long story short, I didn't empty nest well. The 3-year-old twins, this is their first year at Bible school, so I'm super excited about that. And the 22-year-old, he was fascinated with bugs, so it's kind of all things wonderful for me. I'm super into creating all of the bug things. It allows me to relive so much of his childhood, and being able to make these decorations decorations for the little ladies' first year of Bible school is pretty special too. Now, if you've watched the video this long, that means that you're doing Bible school too. And I want to know, what decorations are you making and how are you making them? Everybody who's watching this is doing Bible school, and we all want to know what each other are doing. Drop it in the comments. Tell me what your Bible school is, what you're making, and how you're making it. And if there's something I need to make too, I want you to tell me that also. Oh, and I want to make Bible school t-shirts, so I need y'all to tell me, what should I put on the t-shirt? Because y'all already know I have too many ideas, and trying to narrow it down is craziness. These ping pong balls bouncing around in my head, so I need your help.